Hey, look, it's like a cheap, what do you call them, stream decks or whatever. It's like a literal Bluetooth numpad with. Anyways, we were looking at some of the new cards we got, so let's explore them. This is just a base deck that I didn't create, it was just there, I'm pretty sure. Let's reset with nothing. And let's look at the cards we got. So one of them was pretty interesting. It was all in. Remove Fragile from 2 cards in hand. That's pretty good. Now it costs us some mana or card draw to use it. But also, by using it, we can upgrade the efficiency of our tea ceremonies. We also got backdoor. Use the skill you just used. Oh, wow. So then all we need to do is find the skill that makes a copy and we can make 3 extra copies of like our strongest attack. It's pretty insane. Okay. Well, what if we go 3 Homeward Bounds and I'm basically going to just rebuild the... Actually, yeah, Leviathan. Fires 3 shots, adds 1 shot for every 3 cards with cost of 3. Use this turn. So this is a free cost card. This is a free cost card. But now our deck is going to get very expensive. So the tea ceremonies are going to get used up on... And let's also add... Where is it? Nelk. The tea ceremonies are going to get used up on... I was gonna say the 3 copies of Leviathan, but I just realized maybe we only play 2 Leviathans, because we're only buffing 2 of them. In fact, maybe we play 3 Leviathans and then only buff 2, just to make sure we have at least 2 in hand. Maybe I go back on that. I wanna put backdoor in here. Let's try to put all in. We definitely need teas. With that, we probably want Against the Grains for extra deck size. And now, what do we do with the last spots? 2 basic pluses aren't too bad. They are... In fact, maybe I get rid of a Leviathan and I get 2 more basic pluses, and then they are alternative targets for my Nelker experiments. Alternatively, I play a 3 cost card. But that might be hard. Because... What was I saying? Oh yeah, because like my cost is gonna be too big overall if I add another 3 cost card. So the 3 cost card I add must be one that generates some value on some level. Changes 3 cards in hand for... So the card I'm cutting off for sure is Intuition, because that is just not that much value for 2 card draws, which I don't want to be doing. Now, if I just put 2 basic pluses and I get rid of a Leviathan and put a 3rd one and I save this for now, I want to go back to my upgrade fountain or whatever it was called and check. So yeah, when I upgrade this, it adds Fragile, and the extra effect that I get is adds a random attack, which is not that good. Intuition upgrades to 6 attack. I don't care. How does backdoor change? Only 4. That's pretty good. What about all in? Removes Fragile from all cards in hand. That's pretty minor, considering that we only have 3 Fragiles. Which also leads me on to... we don't need 3 Olins, because the only fragiles we have are the Homeward Bounds. So we only actually need 2 Olins, and then I can use the last slot. Perhaps for another Leviathan, perhaps something better. With Against the Grain and Homeward Bound, we are shuffling a decent amount, which means that our PPPs are getting buffed. They are getting 4 from each, or 4 times 3 against each, against the Grain. Times 3 is 36. 4 times 3 times 3 is 36. And then like 3 extra. Times 3 is 9, plus 36, 45. So these become like 0 mana 45s. Which might honestly be better than the PvPs. Let's calculate how the mana works out here. So, given that all in on Homeward Bounds is a thing we can do, it means that the tea ceremony can be completely full value. As such, we'll subtract it at the end, but it's basically -5 card draw cost. I should just say card draw. Maybe it makes sense. It feels like it doesn't, but I think it does, rather than card draw cost. Okay, we're doing Homeward Bound on an elk 3 times, which costs 6 mana, so that's 18. Then we're doing 9 more, so that's 27 of the 3 Nelks. That's 27. We're playing these 2 for 6, so that's 33. And then we're playing 33, and then we're playing these, which is 42. Now, these ones are -2, so that's -6, so that's 36. And these are -15, 36, -15 is 21. And we start with a deck of 15. So this deck is too expensive. So maybe we need to forego. Okay, so we're definitely gonna go 1 Leviathan. That will help us out. That's -3 cost, so we're already down to 18, and we need to get down to 15 to be theoretically able to do the maximum. But now the question becomes, do we play an upgraded backdoor to copy a skill? Because that seems very, very powerful. If we're able to get these Leviathans to shoot... Oh, Leviathan was hard to shoot! That's the problem with Leviathan. Right. So, if we forget about Leviathan, and we just focus on basic pluses, now our mana's actually pretty good. And I can go backdoor, backdoor, I think. I don't know that I can go backdoor, backdoor, but it feels like I should be able to. So it's 27 for the Homeward Bound Nelka 3 times plus Nelka 3 times. That's 27. Plus 12 is 39. And then we do tea ceremonies. 29. No, 39. Minus 15 is 24. Minus 6 is 18. 18. That's still too high. If we upgrade the back door, that's -4. That's 14, and that would be good enough. So, what? How much does that cost? All in. Removes fragile. No, I want to upgrade the back door. That's 40, and we have 35. That's so annoying. Basic plus is already upgraded. How's Ferocious Claw upgrade? Discard 1 as discarded. That's not that good. This doubles. Not that great. This is already upgraded, I'm pretty sure, yes. How's this upgrade? Not that great. How's this upgrade? Changes free hands. Inherit attack changes. Okay. That allows for some interesting combos. But I won't spend too much thinking about that. Adds 2 aggro ray cost to deck, increases the cost of all cards in hand by 1. Adds 3 aggro rays to deck, increases the cost of all cards in hand by 1. How does this upgrade? Use 1 card in hand at 0 cost. So that can improve my cost efficiency, but again, I don't have enough upgrade chips for it. I'll remove fragile for all cards. Alright. Let's try to fight only the strongest guy. So we'll go depart. We will go skip, 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 skip. And I think that this should give us the option to play him. Duplicate a card from hand is what we want. So that's very, very good. Discard. Add 6. Stop the enemy. I think that's very important in fighting him. We want to be able to freeze him. I think the best one here is to add 6, since discarding 3 from hand is not good for us. Add a card from deck is decent, improves our consistency. Oh. Okay, so skipping everything, I guess. Do we have to fight her? Nope, okay. Well, let's not skip bulk, and then I think we might get the fight. Oh! Oh, I think I understood something there, but okay. We'll go back in a second. Let's see what happens here. Choose 1 card from deck. Restart this stage. Let's choose 1 card from deck. Restart, stop enemy, duplicate is the best one here. Stop enemy at some point. Nope. Do I go... I think I go revive. Deal 30. Discard. Let's go bomb. The others are all 3 up on dead. Applies 5 seals. Removes fragile. So that's a very bad start. I think the play here is to... Well, firstly, let's freeze... Oh, I don't have freeze. Duplicate, choose a card from deck. Let's choose a card from deck. Let that be my... No. Now I'll use the tea ceremony while I can. Oh, that was a mistake. Yes, because now I won't draw anything when I play the Nelk. But I'll use it on the all-in. And maybe on the other tea ceremony. So that is some value wasted here. But that's not the end of the world, I guess. Now we go Nelk. Why does this say research? Oh, because that's what I use. Okay, tea ceremony. So I guess I go basic plus against the grain. That's not very good. I guess I could use a backdoor right now just to draw. But that will lock out some of my cards. I guess I can use against the grain, and I can shuffle these 3 at least, and then keep one of the two cards that I would draw. That's fine, I think. But then I lose the ability to use the all-in because it gets locked up. That was a very bad draw there. That's a basic plus, so I want that. I want the Nelk. I guess I can get rid of those 2. And, oh yeah, I can get rid of all of these cards that are gonna get locked up anyways. But I keep the basic plus to buff. I mean as a buff target. Do I do this? The advantage is that I can draw 6. But no, my deck is pretty good here. I shouldn't need to do that. I think I'll keep the tea ceremony. And now I can go Nelk. I still haven't drawn a single Homeward Bound, which is kind of annoying. Do I go tea ceremony? I don't want to go against... If I go against the grain, I don't have enough cards in hand to return. All in. And then hope I draw my Homeward Bounds, perhaps? Yeah, I think so. I did not draw a single Homeward Bound. That is amazing. These are gonna get locked up, which is annoying. I really don't have that many more ways to generate value if I don't do that. I've got the backdoor, I guess, for drawing a whole bunch of cards. So let's use the tea ceremony. Now I can use a backdoor, even though I don't like doing it. I guess I can... Well, okay, so the moment I use backdoor, I'm on 0 cards. And I've got a whole bunch of Homeward Bounds that I need to discount, and I can't discount them in any way. So that's not a good idea, actually. I'm realizing now. That was very bad. I guess I could go against the grain. And I can return a T, a basic plus, and a backdoor, and then keep one of the ones I draw. I can even not do that, and then I can afford to play the backdoor. I can just return the 2 I draw. Okay, so I got a Homeward Bound, so I'm gonna keep that, I think. I'm gonna return those. And now I can go Homeward on a Nelk. Homeward on a Nelk. On those. Then this. I have a tea ceremony in there. But the problem is that the moment I use backdoor, I can't discount anything. So I guess I go homeward bound. That means I can't use my backdoor at all this turn, or this run. No, actually, maybe that's a lie, because I've got against the grain, so that's +2, but that's -3. Oh no, I've got a... no, I've got 1 against the grain. Yeah, it's a pickle. I feel like I drew very bad. Well, let's think about this. If I go back door, then yeah, I literally can't do anything because none of my skills generate stuff. I've got 1 duplicate, but not 2. I've only got 1 Nelker experiment in the deck, so I need to draw it. If I don't draw it, I can play against the grain, actually, if I don't draw. Oh wait, these homeward bounds generate a card. So actually, I think I might be able to play the back door even if I play the homeward bound. Okay, we got a Nelk, very nice. Now we can play a tea ceremony. This is gonna get locked up in 3 turns. Okay, we have some time then. That's so we can go tea ceremony on Nelk against the grain. Against the grain, that means against the grain will be +4 cards. Or maybe if we go tea ceremony, that won't work. I was thinking tea ceremony on homeward bound Nelk and then homeward bound Nelk and then play another Nelk, but well, if we go, I think this should work. Maybe we don't overcomplicate it. 63, 189. Yeah, I think that kills him. Let's just go for it. Uh, 189. Oh no, not quite. So do that, then that, and then this. Let's see if we get anything. Upgrade chips earned, X12. Okay, so we got some upgrade chips, so at the very least we can upgrade a good card. But we're gonna have to fight her now, won't we? Okay. We have an all-in to start, which I think I will use. In fact, maybe I go choose a card, get a second homeward bound, and use it on the second homeward bound. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's kind of a waste. Let's see what we draw, and then we can make up our minds. So we'll do something like this. We're wasting 1 fragile, but that's not too bad because we've got another copy of that card which we can use for 2, which is in my hand. Oh, I have 3 all-ins. I should remove one of the all-ins. Okay. Now I can go tea ceremony. Oh no, I don't have basic pluses, is the problem. I could go homeward bound Nelk. Oh yeah, she increases cost, doesn't she? I can go against the grain here. And I can return all in backdoor, backdoor +1, and then I keep the other card I draw. And that switches her to something more convenient to us. There we go, we got a basic plus. So now we get rid of you guys. And now I think... no, never mind. We go choose one card. We get a basic plus. We go... Homeward Bound, Nelk. On those. Homeward Bound, Nelk. Oh, yeah, she can reduce my backdoor now. For one card in hand, decrease cost to 0, attack to 0, and apply fragile. Okay, so we don't want this. We want to attack her to change it. So we can use our ability once and then against the grain another time to do that. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, that's annoying. If we do Homeward Bound and Nelk, the expensive one. Actually, let's do the cheap one. That counts as one card. Okay. So now we can go one against the grain, or maybe we go Nelk and against the grain, but that will increase the cost of our cards. I need to draw something. I need to draw a good card. I've got 2 in 5. I've got a 40% chance to draw an attack here. Ability change for one card in hand, decrease cost to 0, attack to 0, and applies fragile. I really don't want it to be one of those 2 cards. Use the skill you just used. Yeah, I can get rid of some T's in the worst case scenario with against the grain. We did not draw an attack, that's bad. We'll get rid of these cards, I think. Now we need to just, yeah, play a Nelk. Okay, so we got an against the grain. So maybe it hits against the grain with the ability. What did it decrease to 0? Oh, I hit it with against the grain, so it switched, so it increased everything by 1. Okay, so now it will decrease everything by 1, but I need to play 3 cards. And everything costs 1 more, so that's kind of annoying. And I can't use Tea Ceremony on the 4 costs, which is also annoying. But I can go Tea Ceremony on the Homeward Bound that I'm going to draw off of the Nelk. Hopefully. Can also go against the grain. I can go Tea Ceremony against the grain, I guess. That plays 2 cards. And then I can play a Nelk and everything will get reduced. I could also... If I play against the grain right now, I'll draw 3, and I can keep like a Homeward Bound and all in the Homeward Bound, and then play Tea Ceremony. That would be enough. I think that's the play here. Yeah, so we keep the Homeward Bound. We get rid of 1 Nelk maybe, a Tea Ceremony, an all-in. No, we don't get rid of all-in for sure. We get rid of a basic plus, and maybe an expensive backdoor. Yes. Now we go all-in on you. Wait, why did it change? When? Oh, I attacked. Oh no, that's awful. That can screw me over. What do we have in here? Tea Ceremony Basic Plus. That's bad. Okay, that's very lucky. So now we go homeward bound on this. Oh, it's fragile! Oh my god, that was bad. Okay. If I go Tea Ceremony, I'll have mana to go one more Tea Ceremony after he increases mana tank. Or she. Okay. That's fine. I can even go Nelk Basic Plus. And now I can go... Oh, that will increase the cost of my Tea Ceremony. That's bad. And I don't have an attack. Okay, so I need to play... the Basic Plus. Oh, that will reduce the cost. When I play the Basic Plus. Okay. Okay, very nice. Now we just duplicate. We didn't even need to duplicate there, but okay. Yeah, if I have lethal, I should just be killing. I shouldn't be counting so much. Okay, we've got a bias of 4, which is kind of weird, because that's what I noticed before I began my run. So the fewer I skip, the better. And this says bias 15 or higher to clear. Oh, I need to do a run with bias of 15 and beat them. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing on the next run. But just before we end here, we can go to our upgrade facilities. Now we have 47 chips. And we're able to upgrade our back doors, which I like. So I think we can do that. Okay, very nice. So now they only cost 4. So that's better with our card draw management. And now I can get rid of an all-in, because we don't need 3 of those. And I can get in another back door, and maybe that works. Maybe it doesn't. Where's the back door? Here. Now, I'm even thinking if all-in is good in the first place, because one of my main motivations for playing it was the fact that it cost 3 with Leviathan, Leviathan. It is, I think, Leviathan. But I'm not playing Leviathan. As such, I don't know if I need it. Because really, I mean... What does it offer me? Remove fragile. It offers me convenience, but I'd much rather just have 0 cost attacks for the enemies that I want to disrupt. So I think I'll go with that instead, and I'll see you in the next video.